Hello, my name is Katie and welcome to my shed. How are you? I feel like I've said that opening statement a lot today because I'm recording 3 short videos, because otherwise it would just be a big long Katie talking and none of you want that. So I've done 3 shorter videos. They're all going to come out in the next week or so because they're all sort of new year, end of year type chatty things. So in order to keep them relevant, I need to get them out. So I've already done looking back at my 2025. That was the first one. The next one that's going to be out already is my goals for 26, and I also want to do my best products, things I've used the most, I don't know the proper way to wording it, for 2025. My favourite materials for 2025. You'll know what I've called it because it'll be on the thumbnail. I haven't worked through that yet, so let's have a chat. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 of my favourite products. They're not going to be a surprise to you because I've talked about them so many times already. But for the sake of completeness and knowing that I've done justice to the products and produced a video that maybe somebody who hasn't watched me before will watch, let's have a look and chat through them. Is there an order? No order. I'm going to start at the end of the table and work my way along. So the first thing is TetraPak. So TetraPak cartons, which can be opened up and made into printing plates. So this one I've done a tawny owl. I'll show you the print I've done with it as well. If you haven't watched that video, do go and watch them. This was my first one. I feel like I'm still learning how to get the best out of TetraPak, and it's one of the things I'm definitely going to work on a bit more next year. But yeah, really pleased with that one. You can get some really dark darks, some good shadows, good marks, and all off of a piece of card that you'd probably chuck in the bin otherwise. So that is product number 1, TetraPak. Let's go with a theme. I'll stick with printing. So my other product that I really like this year, which is a printing one, is my XCut. Not going to be a surprise to anybody that's watched me before because I've talked about it so many times, but using the XCut Express, buying the extended board off of handprinted.co.uk, I think you can buy them other places too. You can then use it to print images, which just makes your life so much easier, and there's something a little bit magical and a bit fun about cranking the handle and then peeling it back and seeing what you've printed. So that is my second product. I thought I'd just show you a couple of the little prints that I've done on my XCut this year. So this one is a TetraPak as well. I think I just showed that in my favourites video or in one of my other videos. And then there's these 2 which are dry points, and but yeah, so you can get some really good, these aren't really good quality prints, but you can get really good quality prints using the XCut. And for that reason, that is my second product of the year. I don't really know what order to do the rest of them in, so I'm going to stick with, this one's a really boring one, a fine liner. I've got loads of different ones, I just picked this one up. I don't know that I have a favourite fine liner, but this pen, or these pens this year, have changed my outlook on art and my own abilities, because I started doing continual line drawing with them, and since doing that I'm just feel much happier to draw and create lines, which previously I would have steered well clear of. So I think it's something about the permanence of it and the fact that with continual line you can't be perfect. It just took the pressure off, and that's really opened up for me. It's opened up a whole world of things that I didn't think I could draw or create that I'm now happy to have a go at doing. So this is one of the paintings I did. It started off as a continual line drawing. I mean, you can see it's not true to life, but I still really like it. And yeah, that's a Hornsey mug that I own. So that is product number 3. Product number 4, I think I've probably talked about even more than I've spoken about my XCut, and that is the Rosa Gallery Watercolours. So this one is just the classic set. You can see how much I've used it this year. Now, considering I never did watercolours before this year and just thought I'd give it a go, the roses for me have changed, like have opened up a whole new media, because I've got some sets, so I'm not gonna lie, I've got some like student grade sets that I have used in the past, but they just were always a bit not punchy enough for me, and because of that I didn't really use them. So having the Rosa Gallery set, and I can't remember how much this is, I might have a look, I'll pop it online. How many are in here? 8, 9, you've got 12 full pans in there. I'm pretty sure it comes up at, I don't know, I'm going to put the price in, because actually I'm going to stop here and go look it up. Okay, so on Jackson's at the moment it's coming up at £27 for the 12, but they often on sale, so if you keep an eye on Jackson's, they'll often have 25% off their Rosa Gallery products. For me, I like these because I like how pigmented they are. I like how easy they are to re-wet, whereas some of the student grade ones that I've had in the past, or I've still got, when you spray them they take ages to be wet enough to use, and I've already said I'm quite lazy. I'm also really impatient, so I want to be able to use things and get cracking and get on with it. That's one of the reasons I'm not very good at watercolour, because I'm impatient and I never wait for things to dry enough, so then I end up with messy paintings. But that's the lesson I need to learn for next year. But so this is number 4. Yes, my 4th product that I've loved using in 2025 that I had never used before is my Rosa Gallery Watercolours. I have got some fancier ones that I use that we've got for the workshop. I do like them too, like the Daniel Smiths and stuff, but they are lovely. But there's something about knowing how expensive they are that makes them less fun to use. So for me, I like something on a slightly lower price point so that I can enjoy using them without feeling guilty or worrying about the outcome. This was one of the first paintings I did using the Rosa Gallery paints, and also one of the first watercolours I did, and it was a still life of some peonies, and I just think the colour set is great. I like the way they react. I'm not sure how light fast these colours would be in particular, but yeah, really enjoyed painting that, and that was kind of quite a fun little study to do, and I never would have done that using expensive paints. Sorry, that's dismissive of them being £27. I get that price is subjective, and £27 for a set of paints is still quite a lot of money, but what I mean is compared to ones like I don't know, Roman Schmuel or the Daniel Smith, something like that, they are much more reasonable. Okay, the 4th product that I have really loved, no, not 4th, the 5th product that I've really liked using this year, again, new product for me, is the Holbein Gouaches. Holbein Gouaches. I've only got 4 or 5 of them, I think, and I've been buying them when they're reduced on Jackson's because I'm cheap, and I didn't want to spend out on a full set, so I've just been buying colours that I was drawn to. There's definitely another one. I've got a grey, so at the moment I've got 5 of them, and I love using them. I use them on these landscapes behind here, these 4 little ones, and they just go down so nicely. They're really opaque, really smooth and really flat, which is kind of what you want, isn't it? That's what I want from a paint. and I like mixing them with watercolour or acrylic or pen, and just they're really good for mixed media. And here is one of my paintings I've done with that. But yes, these have I feel like these will be a game changer this year for me, because I've only just started using them. I was going to give an honourable mention to some old products of mine, which is my old set of W.H. Smith's, doesn't even exist anymore, does it? Watercolour pencils. I've used these in nearly every video I think this year, and I don't know how much they would cost nowadays. I've had them for probably 20 years, and they're just great for what I need, for not wanting to feel precious about things. So that's my honourable mention. I think it'll be really interesting to see if next year is the same, because I bought some Neocolor 2s last week. I wouldn't be surprised if they go on next year's list, but we'll see. I might be proven wrong. So if you would like to see what I create with these over the next years, however long, please do subscribe and like the video. You can do the notification thing. There's the other thing with the, what's the word? Thing at the bottom where you can hype me. That would be amazing. I have set a goal for this year, which is to get up to 1,000 subscribers. So let's see if I can get there this year. I think it would be amazing, but I don't know that we'll get there. We're not quite at 400 yet. So that was, which is amazing. So, but if you could do the likes and do the subscribes and all that stuff, that will really help me. And I'm really excited to see what I'm going to create next year using these products, and probably new products, because the amount I've learned and grown this year, I'm hoping will carry on to next year. So that being said, have a lovely week. This was a very, very short video, just a little taster. I've got distracted. Have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye.